Get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Right set.
To the air right away is Brady. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing on first down is Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 35 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
They'll set up the screen to Drake. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the 3, second and a yard. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Now receiver in motion left. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Here's Murray. incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Murray going to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
It's taken to the 26. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Now, how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Brady now on first down. And that's caught at the 25. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional.
And one more time, that's Watkins. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal.
They'll run on first down. Whitfield, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Second down and goal. Brady. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Brady going to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be fourth and goal.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Give that sack to Nakobe Dean.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Murray a give. This is Connor. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. Now Murray. And that will be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here. They'll keep it on the ground. Whitfield. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Brady now on 1st down. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 25 yards that time.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Eagles 19, Cardinals nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Connor up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 4. It's down.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Murray. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Connor. Uses the stiff arm. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a play fake. Brady. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Another first down there as this one goes for 25. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Brady now to throw. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 38 yards. And the Eagles are able to add on to their first half lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And a rout is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on second down. Murray finding Ertz again. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And that is incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Murray now under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and they will remain well behind.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
They got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Brady. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
So maybe some signs of life. I mean, this has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe a concern, Charles, like you were alluding to, is a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing on first down is Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down, Murray.
Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
At their 48-yard line.
Second down and 3.
Now Murray off play action. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Murray to Moore for the Cardinal first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Murray now on first down. Again, he finds Moore. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Pressure applied, inside, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll put us within 3 scores as it becomes now a 23-point game. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Brady. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
The Eagles send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. 39 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
From the 27, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Pressure comes and down he goes. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Take it at the 37. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Running from the shotgun with Dre. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
From midfield, here's Brady.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here's Connor on the read option. And he'll get about 3 here, up to the 44-yard line.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trait in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practice.
He's got it at the 15.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
And Hopkins has got it. Touchdown, Arizona.
From 13 yards out.
And the Cardinals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this is back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
And Brady's throw there incomplete.
No surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now Brady bounces forward on the jet sweep. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
A run with Connor on 1st down, going to get about 5. 2nd and 5 coming up.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown.
Couple of Oklahoma teammates there. Murray to Brown for a Cardinal first.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him,
why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the two-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Third quarter of a two-point game. A good one so far. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Brady. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Buda Baker with a pick.
And the Cards are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And to get deep on me here, I like that. Going to the next level in what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this is Ertz with it, right side.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
An option handoff, give it a counter.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Murray. And this one's incomplete.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. Here's Murray. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Brady. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they work this out past the 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. He's got a man. Complete. 20. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Eagles use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Elliott on for the extra point. And that makes it a 9-point game.
Makes the score Eagles 40, Cardinals 31.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Murray's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Murray going to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Murray. Finding Ertz again. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Murray to air it out again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Man open left side is Brown. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cardinals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense sent to begin their next drive. Things sure were looking good for them at the half. Heck, off the air, you and I were just saying they might run away with this thing and cruise to a victory. Not anymore.
Yeah, the cruise control has to be off at this point. Now you've got to mash the gas yourself. Again, who's going to step up and make a big play for you? Who's going to take care of business now that you're being pressed? It is definitely go time for them at this moment.
All of a sudden clinging to a slim lead and hoping to hold on to that lead. That throw by Brady incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On first down, Brady going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Brady to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Brady. And that is incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this one is incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Got a man. It's Brown. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Murray to throw. Able to find Ertz. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Connor. 73 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Connor going to get it again on 2nd down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 3rd down, but you got to think they'd like to get closer, even in a dome with good kicking conditions for a possible field goal. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. So the second half comeback is now complete. They have battled from behind, taking the lead, and CD now, they just need their defense to stand up here and secure the victory.
And remember, they were trailing by double digits, fought their way back into this one. Now we find out the true definition of a team, don't we? Because one side of the ball just did its job. Now it's time for the other one to take over. Don't let them drive downfield and get the deciding score in what time remains.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now, that's caught at the 25. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw, Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition. Work in the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Brady. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Brady to throw. And this is caught. And it's a 3-point game. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass. Defense on their toes. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for the Eagles, it took a few weeks, but they finally get their first one of the season here in Week 4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they too will leave here at 1-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.